Yo, what up? It's Dane, man. Welcome back to my channel. The first thing that I want to start off with is the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens, because that is the first game that's going to come on. It is the AFC Championship game, and for people that don't understand, that watch my videos, AFC just means American Football Conference. So you know it has the Browns, Steelers, Kansas City. It's a lot of teams like that are in the AFC. And then for the NFC just means National Football Conference. So, you know, you got Philadelphia Eagles and you got San Francisco and things of that nature. And so it's going to be the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship game coming up real soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tell you guys who I'm picking, and then I'm going to tell you guys why I'm picking them. I'm going to start off with picking the Kansas City Chiefs over the Baltimore Ravens. And they are plus 3.5 on the road. I think that everyone should take that plus 3.5 spread, only because even if they do lose, I think it will come down to, you know, the final drive. And a lot of people don't think that Kansas City is going to beat Baltimore, which is okay because Baltimore has been a great team. They've had a great quarterback in Lamar Jackson, and they've had a really good defense. But I don't know. I'm kind of veering towards the Kansas City side, only because, I think they also have a really good defense. I think their run game has been very, very efficient, especially in the playoffs. And I think that Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes. Well, I know that because I've seen it for the past 2 playoff games. So I think that this game will definitely be a challenge that he wants to take. But yeah, I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs. If I had to take a money line, I would take the Kansas City Chiefs. If I had to take the point spread, I would take plus 3.5. And if I had to take the over-under for points, which is 44.5, I would say that the game will go over. I think it's going to be a pretty high-scoring game. I think it's going to go to like the 25, maybe be like 25-28, 30-33, something like that. But I do think we're going to get a really good ball game. And that game will be on January 28th, this Sunday. And so, like I said, I hope you guys can tune into that and yeah, watch some good football. The next game I'm going to talk about is the Lions and the Niners game, which is going to be another heavyweight matchup. That's going to be a game that I suggest a lot of people watch. Whoever wins out of the Kansas City Chiefs and the Ravens will play the Lions or the Niners. And so I think that'll just be one of them games that, like, you know, you definitely will want to see, like, man, I wonder who's going to be in the Super Bowl with one of those teams. But I think I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers. I don't really like the -7 spread. I think it'll be a close game. But I do think that the San Francisco 49ers are going to win a pretty good ball game. Maybe by 3, maybe by 1. But I just know it's going to be a good game. So if I had to say, I would say take the money line for -350. I would say take the Lions spread for +7. And for over-under on points, I would probably go under. I don't think it's going to be as high scoring as the other game, only because I think everybody thinks it'll be a high-scoring game, but I do believe it'll be a defensive game. I think both of those defenses are going to step up, and it's going to be up to Brock Purdy or Jared Goff on, okay, can Jared Goff make the right plays at the end of the game like he's been? Can Brock Purdy lead his team to a win, which I feel like he has done, but obviously he still has more to prove. And so, you know, we'll see. We'll see how that looks. But as of right now, like I said, I'm taking the 49ers. I'm taking the 49ers and the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl. But what I want to say is, and I want to clear this up right now, I don't hate the Ravens, and I don't hate the Lions, and I don't hate any of these teams on here. It's just my opinion. I like the Ravens. I want them to go to the Super Bowl. I want Lamar Jackson to win a Super Bowl. But just me, just being based off of what I've seen and what a lot of other sport fans have seen in the past, I do think Lamar Jackson is a great quarterback. But I know that Patrick Mahomes is great. He has 2 championships out of 3. He's made it to the AFC Championship 6 times. He made it to the Super Bowl 3 times. And so, you know what I mean? It's like, I can't look past that. As much as I like Lamar, I can't look past the facts and what I've seen. And so, yeah, and for the Lions and Niners, you know, I know a lot of people are really happy for the Lions, and I'm happy for the Lions too. But you know, I wouldn't mind the Lions going to the Super Bowl. But I do believe that if this is the regular season, everybody would have picked the Niners over the Lions. But now I feel like because the Niners looked a little bit shaky against Green Bay and how the Lions have looked in the playoffs this year, I think everybody's kind of like, nah, we're just going to stick with the Lions. They're riding the momentum, which makes sense because momentum does exist in sports. It's a real thing. But I'm just taking the Niners because they've been the better team. I feel like they have a better defense. I think their quarterback situation is really good. I think, you can call him a game manager. You can call him anything. You can call him a system QB. That's fine. He wins games. He got his team in position for the number 1 seed, and that's all that matters. And right now they have minus 350. And a home playoff game against the Detroit Lions. And that's another thing. That's another thing that plays a really big factor. Because I didn't really deep dive, which I'm going to do now. I didn't really deep dive into the 49ers pick. But I do believe that the 49ers kind of hold a little bit of an advantage because that defense has been so well. That run game has been so well. And when you mix those two things together, it opens up for the pass. You know what I mean? Because when you get into a situation where you're losing the game, it forces you, for people that don't really know ball like that, if let's say the Detroit Lions are winning the game 14-7 or 14-3, right? That kind of forces San Francisco to pass. And so you need a guy like Brock Purdy to play well, because if he doesn't, then that isn't going to do anything good for you, and he's going to look really bad like how he did in the Baltimore game earlier this season. And so it's kind of like, it's just one of them things, man. It's one of them things where this game could go either way. The Lions could do a really good job at coming out strong. I think that if the Niners can, I think they should take the ball to begin the game, because I don't think you want the Lions to gain that momentum. But if I were rooting for the Lions, I would really want the Lions to get the ball first because of how explosive that offense has been this year. And I would want them to go to work, see what they can do with it, try to come out quick, and, try to build a lead before the Niners even get the ball, because then that puts pressure on Brock to go score a touchdown. And if he doesn't, then the Lions can get the ball. They can kick a field goal and go up by 10, which is 2 possessions, or they could go up by 14 with another score. And so, there's multiple different avenues that you can go down. But as of right now, like I said, I'm taking the Niners and Chiefs. I'm not going to change my pick. I'm locking it in. And, yeah, man, I hope y'all are very excited for that game like how I am. I don't really have, like, super, super great reasonings or anything like that. But like I said, it's just my opinion. And I feel like everybody is definitely entitled to have an opinion. And, there might be people out there like Baltimore and the Lions or Baltimore and the Niners. And, and that's fine. That's okay. It's people that might think the Chiefs and the Lions will go. That's a good pick. They're all good picks. These are all great teams, and they're in the Final Four for a reason. And so, yeah. But like I said, man, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Man, I didn't really expect this video to be that long. I was kind of yapping a little bit, but hope y'all enjoyed this video. All of y'all out there, man, make sure y'all watch some really good football this upcoming Sunday, and get ready for the Super Bowl, man. Everybody be safe out there. God bless, and go be great.